Hello amazing people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Partner. So how you all doing today, guys? Hope you're doing great and I hope you're generally fine. Today guys, I want to show you how to make this very beautiful and stylish 2-in-1 berets. Yes, and I'm making use of this two different prints. One is an African print fabric and the other one is a chiffon fabric. So these two fabrics are outfits I already have. Okay, so I want a situation whereby when I wear my Ankara, then I can swap my beret to the side, and of course when I'm putting on my chiffon outfit, I'll swap the beret to the one with the chiffon print. And yes, and this other piece here is a wording. Okay, this is not the very light wording but just the medium weight wording. Okay, so that's what I'm using to give you some structures and of course my working tools. So here I already have my piece here. So my power is not on, so I should have given this a very good press, but I will still move on. So you can see now, make my fabric into two. I folded it into two first, then I'm folding it again. This is the second fold, and now we have the third fold. Okay, 3 folds here, you can see, and I'm going to go ahead and mark 6 inches. 6 inches is what I'm going to mark right now. So just place my tape at the very edge there, that tip there, and I'll go ahead and measure 6 inches round. Okay, so we are trying to achieve what? A circular cut out. So 6 inches is what we're working with. You can see, going ahead to mark that down, connect the curves together, and I'll cut it out. So the same thing I'm also going to do for the other fabric as well. Okay, I'll go ahead and make the same fold. Okay, first of all, I'll make the first fold into 2, then I'll go ahead and make a second fold like so, and of course the third fold, you can see, to be able to achieve this. So I'm just going to place the one I've already cut out on top of it, okay, as a template, and just go ahead and cut it out, just the exact same cutout. So I'm going ahead to do that now, you can see. And once I'm done, then I'll go ahead as well and repeat the same thing for the wording as well. Okay, just the same process. Go ahead and fold a second fold, the third fold, and of course place it and cut out. That's it. So at the end of the day, we're going to be having 2 circles each, 2 circles each of every piece we have here. Okay, yes, 2 circles each, and that is what we have. You can see it's already there's like so. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be picking out one piece each of every piece. You can see one of this, one of the wording and the print. I will take that aside. Then the other ones, I'm going to go ahead and fold it again, just the way it was when we cut it out, just the way it was. You can see I'm folding it back that same way, like so. You can see this. So what we are going to do now is to go ahead and make another cutout. So this time around, I'll be marking 3 inches. 3 inches. Just place it at the edge and go ahead and mark out what? 3 inches. So the first one is a full circle that's going to be serving what as the base of the cap of the beret. Okay, yes, so marking 3 inches now, then we'll go ahead and make what and the cutout. You can see I'm placing it over the other fabric just to cut out, and of course we'll repeat the same thing on the wording as well. So because this is a reversible, okay, if this my wording was the very light one, I would have actually used the wording for the 2 different fabric, okay, but because it's on the thicker side, so I just have to use it for one, okay, because if I double it, it'll be too much. Okay, yes, so if I'm to prescribe, I will say use the very light wording so that you can have it what on both fabric. I hope you understand. So this is the thicker one, and so that's what I'm working with. And of course you can see all my cutouts are ready. We have 3 full circles and 3 open circles. Okay, so the full circles are the base of the cap. So I choose to use the wording on the chiffon because it's lighter than the African prints. Okay, so I had to use that one to attach it there. So what I'm going to do, there's no light now to iron and all that, so I'll just go ahead and sew just to secure it together. Okay, yeah. So once I'm done sewing, you can see this is what we have. I have it in place. So trim off all the excesses where necessary. So what I'm going to do now is to take the open circle, place it over the full circle, right side to right side, like you see me demonstrating, then go ahead and sew round. I'm going to be doing this for the two different pieces, both the African print and the chiffon print. You can see. So I'm going to do that now. All right. And so when I was done, you can see what we have. We're already forming the cap here. You can see at this point, you trim off some excesses and of course, go ahead and notch it all around. So this is a circular cutout, so you have to notch it. Is very necessary. So after notching, then of course I'll swap it out to the right side. You can see what we're doing right now. So this is it, guys. So our cap is already out now. So I'm supposed to give this a very good press, but my power is not yet on now, so I'll still move on. So what I'm doing now is to measure what I have around the opening of the cap. So this is what is fitting into the head, and of course for an average woman 23.5 is fine. 23 or 23.5 is okay. So what I have here is 23.5. So for this African print, I had to trim out just a tiny bit to achieve that 23.5. Okay, so I'm just measuring it again to confirm, and that's exactly what I have. So of course you have to make sure that the two of them are the same. So when I measured it for this the one with the chiffon fabric, it was just a little bit lesser. It wasn't up to 23.5. okay, so all I did was what, just trim out just a bit excesses, okay, just to trim out a little bit. Okay, that was exactly what I did. So the one with the African print was 23.5 when I measured it round. Okay, but the one I'm cutting out now, you can see I'm already cutting off some piece there. Okay, and so when I did, I had to measure it again, and of course I achieved exactly 23.5. okay, and at this point we are good to go. So yeah, so what we're going to do now is to go ahead and prepare our strap. So this is what we're going to use as a bias to pipe the edge of the beret. Okay, so because it's reversible, so I have to mix the bias as well. So what I have here is 1.5 inch in width, okay, on both fabric. So I'll go ahead and place them right side to right side and make a straight sew. So this should be long enough to go around the cap. So I have more than enough here. I'll trim off some excesses later on. So at this point my light was on, so of course I went ahead to give this a very good press. Okay, those edges I had to, iron it properly. Yeah, that's the idea. Iron it properly, and you can see how beautiful our cap is already looking. You can see this. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and turn the one of it on the outside. So I'm choosing the African print because it's lighter. Okay, so yeah, so I'm going ahead to turn it on to the wrong side. You can see what I'm doing. So after turning to the wrong side, then I will now fit it in. You can see I'm just putting it inside the other one, just to make sure that you fit it in properly. Take your time to do that. Make sure it fits in properly, and in order to hold it down, I'll have to go and sew it round. Okay, yes, I'll go ahead and secure it round. Okay, all right, so once I was done, you can see I have it already in place. I've sewn it all around. You can see this. All right, so now for my strap, of course I've also sewn it and given this a good press. Now we're also going to go ahead and make our sew on the strap. So just the way we have 23.5 for the circumference of that cap there, so we'll go ahead and also measure 23.5 for the strap. Of course you're going to sew it with 0.5 inches. Then of course I trim off the excesses, and so this is what we have. So what we have here now will exactly fit into the cap. So it's very important to measure again and again, just to be sure you get the right measurements. Now what I'm going to do now, you can see what I'm doing. I'm trying to bring this cap together. So what I'm trying to do now is to indicate 4 points on this cap. You can see I'm trying to bring it together like so. Then I fold it again, a second fold. Okay, you can see what I'm doing. So now I'm going to go ahead and mark it. You can see, just use my chalk just to mark that point very well. When you mark one edge, you move over to the other end and also mark it. You can see what I'm doing. Also mark the other end. Then you swap it the other way. You can see from the inside and also mark it. So at the end of the day, you will have 4 spots. You can see. So this is done to make fixing of your strap, you know, to be very, very easy. It makes it easy and it will help you to align very well. So what I did on the cap, I'm also going to do on this my strap. You can see I'll go ahead and I'm making a fold like so. You can see this. I'll go ahead as well and mark my chalk there. Mark it at that edge. Just make it very visible. You can see once I do this, I'll move to the other end as well. I'll do the same thing, and of course you swap it to the other side. So I had to, you know, just trying to make it to be very visible. So at the end I have what, 4 points all ready. Okay, so what we are going to do now is, after marking these 4 points, now you go ahead and what, attach it what, to every point on the cap as well. Okay, now we are going to be sewing from the inside. Okay, so you have to be sure that in this case the one with the African print is aligning, of course, with the one inside, which is also the African print. So you just have to be sure you don't make that mistake, because we are trying to make sure that every fabric aligns with each other. Okay, so we're first sewing on the inside. So you can see what I did now is to pick every point I marked. I'm just making it align. The points on the bias, I'm making it to align to the points on the cap. You can see those 4 points. That's exactly what I'm doing. So like I said, this is just to make sure that when you're sewing, your sewing it goes easily for you. Okay, yes. So you can see I'm going ahead to pin this down, right, and of course get it all. So you can see I've pinned it all. So it's also important at this point you can now go ahead and also pin the other side as well. Okay, so you also pin the other side as well. So once you have done this, go ahead and sew. Okay, the moment you're done sewing, then you flip it on. You can see the one on the inside now, bringing it out. I will now top stitch. You can already see. So this is exactly what I'm going to do. Just go ahead and sew it all around, and every part will align with each other, and the cap will be ready. I'll go finish this up. And when I was done, guys, our cap is ready. You can see how beautiful this is looking. The 2-in-1 beret is all ready, guys. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me today, and I hope you find this helpful. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share with friends, share with your sewing communities. I'll really appreciate this a whole lot. Okay, thank you, guys. All right, and please, like I do say, don't just watch and go. You find this helpful, please go extra, like, share, and share with your friends. Okay, thank you, guys. I'll see you on my next tutorial, and don't forget to go to join my detail printing online class. You can go through the flyers, as you can see. Bye.